and welcome to this introduction of a course on learning how to get interview call for the role that you want. My name is Arun Singhal. I'm a management coach and mentor with about 40 years of experience. I passed out of IIM Bangalore in 1981. I did my MBA from there. And I was lucky in those days to get into a role with Hindustan Unilever as a management trainee, and I worked there for about 8 years. I was even luckier to get into Johnson and Johnson from there, and I went there and worked for 16 years. And my last corporate assignment was with a company called Dumex, which is now part of Danone Nutrition, where I was the managing director based in Gurgaon. 2007, I founded my own company called Enrich Mentors with an objective of helping people like you to do even better than me by sharing what I know. So, in this module, basically, we're going to talk about how do we help you get calls for the interview for the roles that you want. Okay, so in this, the purpose of this module is to give you an overview of the process that can help you get a call for an interview better than what you do today for a desired role. At the end of the module, what you will learn is we will look at what processes do we use today to get an interview call. Then we will understand how effective are those processes. Then we'll look at why do we need to consider looking at a new process. And then I will give you an idea, an overview of a better process for getting a calls for the interview. Right. So let's look at what do we do today. Let's look at the current process that we do. And I have a question for you to, I'm posing a question for you to consider for next maybe X seconds. What do you do today now to get an interview call? Now, how effective is that? Note it down on a piece of paper and tally your notes with what I'm going to tell you in a couple of seconds now. What most of us do is we search for the jobs on portals like LinkedIn, right? And we apply with our CV or a profile. LinkedIn offers this great facility where you don't need to upload the CV, but you can apply with the profile that is on LinkedIn, right? And then we wait for the response. And that probably is the worst part, isn't it? The other part of other many of us what we do is we post our CVs on sites like Naukri, and then again we wait for the response. So how effective are these processes? These processes work only for the roles where the demand is more than the supply. There are a couple of roles like Python developer, and these roles keep changing from time to time where there's demand is more than the supply. And if you happen to be one of those lucky ones, you get a quick response. If you're not, then you keep waiting and you keep praying to get your CV to get shortlisted. And even if your CV gets shortlisted, you can be sure that you will face a tough competition because there are other thousands, hundreds and thousands of people applying, and you're going to be in for a tough competition to get selected, right? Okay, so why not consider a process that works not only for the roles where the demand is more than the supply, like a Python developer that we talked about, but can also work for the roles where the supply is more than the demand, which happens for most of us, right? And then you don't need to keep waiting for the response and praying for your CV to get selected, but you can do something about it. You can have some control over your own life rather than just depending on the luck and the mercy of the recruiter for them to respond. And if your CV gets shortlisted, you can be sure that there's not going to be tough competition. You will have a significantly better chances of getting selected, getting heard, getting an interview call, doing your best, and then getting selected. So, are you interested in looking at that? Great, wonderful. So, let me show you a process that has been tested. I've been testing this over the last 6 years and even earlier. That gives us about 1 to 10% response rate, and has been taken as it has got as high as 14% responses in the cases. It is a 7-step process. In this process, what we are trying to do basically is we are trying to market ourselves. We market our products, we market our services, we work in market. Many of us work in sales. We market our companies. But do we really ever think about marketing ourselves? We depend on others to select us rather than marketing ourselves. So there is a seven-step process of marketing yourself and getting selected there. It starts with first step that you need to do is to identify your strengths. What are you good at? Because any role that you want to take, any job that you want to do, you must be able to do well in the interview. And not only there, if you get selected, as the good chances are, if you're based on your strength, you must be able to do well in life and move forward, right? So first step is to identify your strengths. Strengths are those things that you're good at, you can do well, and you can do better than someone else close by. You can do better than some other people that there. Once you identify your strengths, what you need to do is, okay, if these are my strengths, say for example, if my strength is I can solve problems, then what are the suitable roles, couple of suitable roles that I can consider applying based on my strength? Why? Because if I pick a role that I'm good at, I have a great chance, I have a significantly better chance of getting through the interview and doing well in life, isn't it? So if I'm good at problem solving, one of the roles that could be suitable for me is being a consultant. What is the role of a consultant? A consultant, typically a business consultant, has to solve clients' problems, business problems. And if you're good at solving problems, there's a great chance that you'll be able to do well because you are good at that. You will go to a business client, understand their business problems, and help them solve. So you'll be able to do well. Once you've identified based on your strengths a suitable role like a consulting role, then you need to list target companies. You need to say, okay, if I'm going to look for roles in consulting, what are the companies that I want to go to? And I identify a large number of companies. My recommendation is try as large as 100 companies because your response rate is going to be 1 to 10%. Then you need to list a large number of companies. And this process runs on what is called, it's a game of numbers. So you select about 100 companies that can offer you the kind of role that you're looking for. Example again, if you're looking for a consulting role, what could be a better place? Obviously, consulting companies. I could start with BCG, I could start with Accenture, I could look at Mindtree, variety of, there is a process that we will talk about in later modules and how do you go about listing the target companies. Once you've listed the target companies, you are now ready with who to reach for what based on what you have. What you need to do is start marketing yourself now. And for that, what you need to do is write your value proposition. What is a value proposition? It's not a CV. In fact, we waste our CV by sending out to every Tom, Dick, and Harry recruiter. And it just wastes there, it sits there, it lowers the value in the market. Instead of that, my suggestion is to develop a value proposition and use that to communicate. What is a value proposition? A value proposition tells you what are you good at, which you already identify. I'm good at problem solving. So if I'm good at problem solving, what can I do for you and how can I benefit you? How can I provide value to as a company? So a value proposition could mean something like this. Hey sir, hey ma'am, I'm good at problem solving. I have done a lot of problem solving cases and I would like to join your company and there I would like to meet your clients, understand their problems and apply the knowledge and skills that I have to solve their business problem and help you grow your business. So that could be a kind of a value proposition. So remember, see how different it is from a CV. CV contains everything that you have done in your life and you have selected a page or two out of that. But in this value proposition is going to be a line or two or three max. It is advertising, your own advertising message of what are you good at and how could you make a difference in life to a recruiter. Once you have a written down value proposition, you reach out to those target companies. How do we reach out normally? Normally we reach out and say, hey sir, ma'am, I'm interested, I want to take a job, I'm looking for a job, please hire me, please hire me, please hire me. Right approach? In my view, not certainly. This whole process of reaching out to recruiters is like a B2B selling, business to business selling. What you need to do, and please understand, this is in a two-step process, and this is, I'm bringing you from the world's best practices. It is a two-step process. First step is to get a 5 minute call or half an hour meeting with them. That itself is a work itself. And then once I get a call, then I do the call and I communicate about my value proposition, understand the needs, and then try and get an interview call. So it's a two-step process. So first I do is I reach out to the target companies with a 5 minute call or a meeting. How do I do that? I will tell you, there is a whole lesson as we go forward that is dedicated to this module. So first step is to get a call, and you can do this through LinkedIn, you can do through email, you can do through SMS, and a variety of things available. What you say, we will talk about that later. If you can get that 5 minute call, half of your battle is won. Then what you need to do is, in that call, you need to do few things to get an interview call. First, you need to build quick relationship. Please understand, getting an interview call, getting a job involves two things. First, you need to get liked. You need to get the person that you're talking to. If it is a HR person that you're reaching out to in that 5 minute call, you must get liked. Second thing, if you get liked, then you must be able to do well on their requirements. So in that, the call that you do, that's the objective. What you do is you get liked. The person likes you, you say, hey, yeah, I think I like this guy, Arun. Let me talk to him more. Let me tell him, let me help him out once I get liked. And then I say, in that call, I try and understand how can I help you. I communicate my value proposition once again. And the last step is to do a patient follow-up. Please understand, recruiters will not proceed with your speed. We will be impatient. You will be impatient. That's absolutely all right, because you need to get a job quickly. Absolutely right. There's nothing wrong in that. That's absolutely good, right thing to do. But please understand, the recruiter will not move at that speed. So how do you overcome? So you need to follow up, drive the whole process as per his or her speed. Don't push it too hard. Ask questions. So, hey ma'am, what do we need to do? Hey sir, what do we need to do now? When should I connect with you? And then, what should I do? When do I contact you again? And keep doing as per that. The question is, how do I overcome my anxiety? I talk to many people. I am reaching out to 100 people, hundreds of people. Out of them, 10 people are giving me time to call. I'm talking to them. I keep going out and talk to multiple. Keep my many balloons in the air and keep seeing that if I can keep one of them to fly high. Does that make sense, guys? Right. So what did we learn in this module? We learned that most of us go to either LinkedIn or Portals Naukri to apply for jobs posted there and wait, right? Then we also found that this process is not very effective for most of us, where especially when there are more people than the jobs available. And then we found that we need to consider an alternate process that will give us more control over our lives, that will help us not feel helpless and keep waiting. And that will allow us to control our lives much better. And we looked at a process, a 7-step process that starts with identifying your strengths, identifying a couple of suitable roles, identifying the target company, writing a value proposition, then communicating that value proposition to first get a 5-minute call, doing that call and following as per the recruiter's speed. And that can help us get a better rate of success in getting a call for the interview. So what is in it for the next module for you? In the next module, we will deep dive into identifying your strengths. How do we identify strengths? What are strengths? What do we do today? So we will get into that detail, and I'll show you some good examples also. So thank you so much for watching this introduction to how to get a call for your interview for a desired role, and look forward to seeing you again. Thank you very much again.